Legos are legitimately one of the greatest toys of all time. The fact that they've been pumping those little bricks out the wazoo since 1958 should be proof enough. Legos are amazing. These babies can stand the test of time. I love Legos. I always have, and I always will. Some of my fondest memories as a child is getting the Final Duel set from 2002. I'm a 99 baby, but I remember it was a small Lego set. Probably something that would cost, honestly, $10 now. But it was so awesome. It had Luke from episode 6, which was like one of my favorite movies at the time. One of my favorite outfits for Luke. That green lightsaber, especially the chrome lightsabers. Why don't they do that anymore? Star Wars was it when I was younger. Something about that whole era of Lego really did it for me. I find myself still buying Legos today, and the older I get, the more expensive these little plastic bricks get. Usually, Lego sets are 10 cents per piece. So, when you're trying to see if a set is a good deal or not, you're usually looking at the price compared to how many pieces it has. And so, if it has 900 pieces and it's somewhere around $90, that's a pretty good deal. I feel like Lego is constantly pushing that ratio. And when is enough enough? I don't think ever, because people still are gonna buy their products, and I'm totally guilty of that. One of the biggest examples of Lego kind of pushing this ratio a little bit, this cents per piece ratio, infamously, is the 2 recent Batman Tumbler sets. So the first set was 2022's Batman Tumbler Scarecrow Showdown. That was a little tongue twister. And then more recently, 2025's Batman Tumbler versus Two-Face and the Joker. So these are 2 movies that are fitting into this Dark Knight trilogy of sets. Maybe in a couple of years, we're gonna get a Tumbler or Batwing from the Dark Knight Rises and get revamps of those figures. I will buy almost anything related to the Dark Knight trilogy. And these are 2 sets that are, the Tumbler from Batman Begins with the Scarecrow. Both great minifigures to get. It even came with the Demon Batman. That was awesome. That set was $40 with 422 pieces. You know, we can give it a little check mark for that cents per piece ratio. But then when we skip over to 2025 with the Dark Knight set, which comes with a tumbler that's smaller than our 2022 counterpart. This set comes with 3 minifigures: Joker, Batman, and Two-Face. We've gotten a few Ledger Jokers, but it's always nice to get like a refreshed one. Same thing with our Dark Knight Batman. I've got a bunch of Bales now. There was a time where getting a Christian Bale Batman was hard. Now it's like every couple of years we get a new one. But the saving grace of this set was the Two-Face minifigure, something we haven't gotten before for the Dark Knight trilogy. He looks awesome. Turns out this 2025 set has only a couple more pieces than the 2022 set, but it's $20 more. It's got a new minifigure, awesome. But it's got a smaller vehicle, and it's $20 more. Make that make sense to me. The only thing I can think of is inflation, plastic prices, or when an IP, like an intellectual property, is tied to Lego sets, they're usually more expensive. So when you're getting a Harry Potter or Star Wars, infamously Star Wars, the price per piece ratio is always working against us. They've been milking our monies for so many years. You're telling me they can't put out a better product? And that's what I'm gonna talk about today. Alternatives to Lego. May I say, they're basically Lego knockoffs. It's not something like Creo, that makes me sound old, or Mega Bloks. Growing up, knockoff Legos were awful. And the plastic always smelled so weird. It was very flimsy, would break. Things would barely even connect. And the minifigures were all jacked up. I remember brands like Kobe or something, and they always had military stuff, and they were always awful. They were always so bad. But over the past couple of years, I've been seeing these Bootleg minifigures. You know, that's a little fun play on words there. Bootleg, Bootlego, Bootleg Lego, Bootlegos. The minifigures look pretty good. I feel like now these factories overseas are getting better at their craft, better at ripping intellectual properties and stealing from Lego, but also producing a better product for the consumer. This is probably pretty illegal. And sometimes some of these designs are stolen from third-party creators, like smaller creators who sell custom minifigures and create and design their own pieces and sell products that are, reasonably priced for what they're selling, and maybe $40 to $80 a minifigure or something like that, but it's high quality and it's custom stuff. They made it themselves. But I see that sometimes these fake Lego minifigures are rip-offs of those, but they're just produced at a lower quality for $5 a pop. Same thing with some of the fake Lego sets that more than pass that cents per piece ratio, and they've got great quality. But then there's, again, that kind of dilemma of some of these look like Lego Ideas sets. Some of these maybe are mocks that were stolen and by some overseas company and created into this product that you can buy for $30 on Amazon. Regardless, these products are awesome. Let me try to show you what I'm talking about here. The first couple minifigures we're going to look at are knockoff Bear Brick, which are another type of minifigure, but not Legos. But they're knockoff Bear Brick Lego minifigures that also rip off intellectual properties, so it's like a inception of intellectual theft. First, we've got Batman here, a really cool figure. He's got back printing, arm printing. He comes with a wrench, which is silly. He's just a really cool minifigure. Next, we have Ultraman with his lunch hammer. But again, he's got arm printing, and some nice back printing, great leg printing. These are all like $5, so they're all a great deal, even though they may have like lead paint or something. I don't know. Here's my favorite one, Unit 01 from Evangelion. He's got some great printing all around his body. It even says Evangelion Soror on his little tramp stamp. They also have alternate heads underneath their Brick Bear helmets. Like Unit 01 and Ultraman have generic anime angry faces, while Batman has got a traditional Lego Batman face. Next, we're gonna look at some Star Wars figures. Here we have Darth Vader, and he is armored up. His cape is hard plastic. He's got really nice printing everywhere on his body. All of these molded parts are great. He's got a nice head sculpt under here. He's nice and pruny. This is a really cool minifigure, but again, looks like something that someone created third-party wise, and then someone ripped it off and mass-produced it. Same things with these other ones. We've got a Mandalorian here, which looks awesome. He's decked out to the nines with all of his gear. Again, great printing. We've got a blank head underneath. And then we got one of these red First Order troopers. His armor is awesome. Very cool. And his face is just like a normal clone head. Now we're gonna get into some comic figures here. We've got Spider-Man, or like Spider-Mutant Spider-Man. Lego has not made anything like this, especially with these really cool arm pieces. Arm pieces even have great printing. The printing wraps all around the figure, which is something Lego doesn't even do. And there's a detailed head under this head. This is a sweet figure. I got this on like Mercari. There's a bunch of dealers who deal these minifigures for great prices on Mercari. Check that out. Same thing with this. Zombie Strange from Doctor Strange 2. Such an awesome minifigure. He's even got the cape with all the ghost arms. His face is a little goofy, but the minifigure is so awesome. Last but not least, we've got this big fig of King Shark. This thing is too amazing for its own good. The fact that Lego hasn't done something like this baffles me. It even has a mechanism for the upper jaw that works like Lego sharks. Beautiful figure. You know, it was a little more than $5, but under $10 for something like that? Amazing. Real quick, we got two Godzillas. One is all translucent green, again with a bunch of great printing, but the minifigure and all of its parts is translucent green. And then we got a black, purple, and red. Such a badass color scheme on this other Godzilla. Very nice. Next, we're gonna lightning round some horror minifigures. First, we got Elvira. Again, great printing all around. Amazing figure. Next, we got It the Clown. You know, Pennywise. Comes with a balloon. Great printing. Great figure. Now we've got Jack Torrance from The Shining. Comes with a nice axe. He's even got like the Doc Brown hair. We've got the Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. Again, a sick molded sword and pyramid head for this figure. He's all bloodied up too. He's got even a little dress. And we've got a nurse from Silent Hill. with all of its messed up gummy works. Cool figure. We've even got Pinhead. So happy to find this figure. I love the Hellraiser series. Such a cool little figure. Sadly, the printing for his pins don't go all the way around, but I understand. The torso printing and the dress printing is amazing enough. And the fact that he comes with like a little lament configuration. Super cool. These are minifigures that are more detailed, have more printing, have better accessories than Lego, and cost as much, if not less, than Lego. These things are awesome. These things are a great alternative. But it doesn't stop here, folks. Like I mentioned earlier, there are bootleg Lego sets that, again, are priced great, are just as detailed, if not more, than a Lego set, and also rip off intellectual property. Yeah! First thing we're going to look at here is a boot Lego set that I got for Christmas, the Xenomorph from Alien, a property that Lego would not touch with a 10-foot pole. But damn, this thing is so detailed, has a bunch of pieces, and is a reasonable price. This is like $35. Lego would not make something like this for less than $50, $60. This is a nice display piece. Beautiful set. Next, we're going to take a look at this boot Lego Little Shop of Horrors set. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Take a look at this thing. I am a huge Little Shop of Horrors fan. Me and my childhood best friend Paul used to love watching that movie in elementary school. It's a musical horror comedy classic, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I could sing along to every single song. And as such a big Little Shop fan, it sucks so much because there's so little toy merchandise for a collector like me. And definitely not any Legos. This is too niche and too adult for their audience. You know, it may fly for Lego Ideas. And I'm sure that Lego Ideas has seen products like this. Possibly this exact one that this design was stolen from. Or again, I could be taking credit away from overseas designers who maybe love Legos and are making these amazing products because their love of the game. The exterior is beautiful. It looks like a Lego modular set. It's fully detailed, got a brick exterior. It says Flower Shop. There's some wonky stuff here because, again, it's not officially licensed. And also, it doesn't come with any minifigures, sadly. And you can even see some of the flowers in the windows. It's got a nice little Audrey 2 sign for the flower shop, a little door in the front. Beautiful. And then we get inside, and it's a great display for Little Shop of Horrors. We've got a beautiful Audrey 2 in the corner of the room with multiple heads sprouting out. We've got a nice display of the cash register, some flowers again in the windows, and a weird computer with a smiling face on it. Don't know where that's coming from. And Audrey's even knocking over stuff. It's an awesome set. And then one of my favorite parts is the little dentist office in the top. How awesome is that? This is something that I feel like any Little Shop fan would love. There's amazing details from the dentist office to the flower shop beneath, the tiles on the floor, Audrey with all of her teeth, and the beautiful facade on the outside. And folks, this set was $40 with 850 pieces. Using Lego's own scale of 10 cents per piece, this set should be costing us $85. But it's less than half its value. Again, it is a knockoff product made overseas, ripping off an intellectual property that's not getting money to the rightful owners and creators. But it's a great product, and it's almost like it's, for the people, I guess. And look at these instructions. They're completely detailed. They're as detailed, if not more detailed, than Lego instructions. In some Lego instructions, the colors of the pieces don't even match exactly what you're getting, and these match better. What is going on here, Lego? Step it up. And a good example to put against this Little Shop set is a more recent Spider-Verse set. Lego gave us Miles Morales versus the Spot. It's 375 pieces for $50? Ugh! Someone who didn't know any better would never guess that this and this only have a $10 difference in price. It's only that the set with 300 more pieces is the one that is less money. This is the inner facade of our city bodega and our flower shop here. It doesn't compare. This is a great set, don't get me wrong, but it's so small. It's got great detail. It looks exactly like what it's supposed to be. But just looking at these two sets, they don't compare. It's messed up. For someone who's not a snob, this wins 7 days a week, baby. So what did we learn today? Lego, although they produce one of the greatest products of all time, needs to step it up for their fans. I see a lot of people online just being like, this is way too overpriced, I'm not getting this. And I stand with them. But I'm not that strong. I'm not that strong. But we see this thing happening where there's these bootlegos. These are cheaper, amazing alternatives that are superior than the product that they are ripping off, essentially. So I can keep my hobby and keep my money too. Why not save money where I can? And then kick into these awesome bootlegs if I'm hankering for a set. Thanks for watching, and Lego fans like me who just can't get enough, I'll see you on the other side.